my name is Layla, and today I'll be making some chocolate chip cookies. You need half a cup of sugar, a spoon of salt, and a half a cup of melted butter. One fun fact about butter. 1/2 a cup of butter is 1 stick of butter. Pour it in a KitchenAid mixer. And then you want to pour the butter in there. It's a little sticky. You may have to use a spoon. And it may stick to the spoon. And you want to put the mixer down there. You want to lock it. And then you want to turn it on to stir. And you want to make sure that when it's done, you want it to have no lumps. You may have to turn it up more. Crack it. Open. Pour in there. Make sure you have 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Pour it with the egg. And whisk it in with the butter, salt, and sugar. If there's butter on the sides, you might want to scrape it down with a spatula so it all gets in there. Once it's done, it should look something like this. You want 1 1/4 cup of flour, and you can scrape it off with a knife. That's a lot of flour. Or instead of using a knife, you can use the side of the flour bag. You want 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. You want to pour this into a sifter and sift it with the butter and sugar and salt. That way, there's no bumps when you mix it. Make sure not to mix the flour for too long, or else your cookies will become more like cake. Be sure to add some brown sugar. And 3/4 of brown sugar. Start mixing. We have a kitchen scale here, and we turned it to ounces, and we put this bowl on it. This bowl weighs 13.43 ounces, and we're gonna add 4 ounces of chocolate chips to it. quite there. Okay, and we're almost there. And if you add the 4 ounces, you have to do some math in this, but if you add the 4 ounces of chocolate chips, then you get 17.56 for this bowl.
Well, it would have been 17.47.
Yeah.
But we went a little over, which is fine, because what do we always say about going over on chocolate?
It makes it yummier. Then you pour it into the mixture. Put it down there. And you go slow at first. Make sure not to over-mix it because there's still flour in there. Now you want to pick up the mixture with a spatula or spoon. It's hard with a spatula. I wouldn't do it with a spatula. You want to grab some saran wrap. And you want to put it over the bowl. And then you want to put it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. Break time! Heat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit. Place down some aluminum foil on a cookie sheet. And in order to have the cookies not stick to the cookie sheet, and place down the cookies a little bit far away from each other so they don't stick to each other in the oven when they grow. Almost there. It's time. It's toasty in here. The chocolate? Set the timer to 12 minutes. Then you're going to check on them after 12 minutes. This is an example of this is an example of putting the cookies too close together. I mean, we could still cut them apart from each other or have large cookies. will know when the cookies are done when the edge is barely brown, and so they're basically darker than in the middle of the cookies. Let the cookies sit for about 10 minutes. Bloopers. You want to scoop this mixture into a bowl large enough to fit all of it.
Bloopers.